4362, 23 at the LAC.
2219.
$180.
180.
Can you change it to suspicious? It's advised 163177. And we can take the suspicious on Saunders.
Door 4 is unlocked. No force. 2219.
Okay.
2220. Copy. $81.95.
Okay.
Can you check Golden Ponds, 410th? Probably can hear a semi honking its horn. Been for the last 45 minutes. Nothing else seen or heard.
Okay.
2220. $22.20.
$366, name my case number, please.
266, case number 183994, 183994.
Copy, thank you.
You're welcome, 2221.
Somewhere 5.
185.
Delta car, Delta Lima, Sierra, 988.
Dispatch copy, 2222.
All right. I have to find my other flashlight. I think that one died.
I'm good. I'm sorry?
You know who wants water? Those homeless, yeah. You got a case or what? How much you got? Who's with you? Oh, well, go down to the homeless. Give the homeless people the water.
8196.
Hey, hold up a minute, though. Hold up a minute.
Here's citation back on traffic. McDonald on Silver Lake Road.
Pull over there.
Minnesota 411, Tom, Yellow Mary.
Copy.
6, the plates are going to read 55 Hotel 606, South Dakota.
2223.
$287, I can head that way.
Going back to 87. 269, I copy, and there's a sergeant that copies. Thank you. 2024.
There. We'll go see him over there. Hey. As a matter of fact, let me do this. I'm gonna send the camera up a little higher. For those of you who may be just joining the stream, when I send the camera up higher, what I have to do is I have to point it down at the ground. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but it'll make sense shortly. Yeah, there's definitely I'm just getting under the tree. Seattle police has hired private security out here before, and there has been issues with the private security companies. So what we're gonna do, the reason I brought up the pole higher, it's safer for everyone when I bring the pole up higher, unless there's power lines around, and then it's not very safe for me. It really is. It's safer for me, it's safer for the police, and it's safer for the protesters. How is it safer for protesters? Up high like this, it obscures faces. And so privacy is better supported. How does this, that's Bella Ciao that's playing. The way that it provides quote unquote protection for the police is it provides a very wide angle so everything can be seen. If Seattle Police Department actually acted above board most of the time, which of what I've witnessed through my camera is not the case, it would help them build more of a case that, hey, we're operating, you know, in an ethical and fair and legal way. But that hasn't been the case, and we've caught that. And it's, ultimately, it's safer for me because I get a little bit wide, especially if there's bright lights on and people are trying to blind people on the ground. The higher view generally gets above that, and then I can see better what's going on. Yeah, if people are asking why everything looks so dry here, from June 1 to September 1, Seattle had 2.76 inches of rain. Oh my God, how does he know this shit? Because I'm a total weather geek. That's actually how this page started in 2016. It was about the weather.
63, clear.
Stand by for impact.
2163, you're clear.
Good.
Anyhow, her boyfriend had left and she did not want to report. There was no physical assault, so just an argument. I'm going to miss working with you for a while, Pat.
Yeah.
Do you think that road closed sign really meant the road was closed?
Not for this vehicle.
Okay. You just never know, do you? Let's get to that 1600 block.
287, squads are in the area.
There's a way out there.
Copy, 2229.
Yes, it is.
My flashlight died.
Do you have another one?
I got another one on the back seat. We'll have to grab it later when we get there. Hopefully I won't need it. Want to call? You got yours, right?
Yes, I do.
That's such a problem with those rechargeable flashlights. Compared to the old 4D batteries.
Yeah, I wish my new flashlight had the option to use regular batteries also.
Yeah. You're dreaming now. Alright, remember, does anybody remember how many numbers for every half mile? So we're going to what, 1619?
Yes, or 1613, I think.
1613. We're like at 940 there at Forest. So we're at 1,000 here. There's 240 numbers per a half mile. 480 to a mile. 1060 here at Earl. So obviously we got to cross Johnson Parkway, which is usually about 1,300. White Bear is what, 1780 maybe?
I believe so.
So we're gonna go to Rainey between Johnson Parkway and White Bear.
170, we're close for.
At 2235. It's a break for a flight 2245 Hudson Road. Possibly 3 people physically fighting in the parking lot. 1 person is bleeding from the head.
Huh. Is those 2245 Hudson?
Yes.
24.
369, report, we'll go there.
24.
The female is now.
Is
369 copy.
that
I'm really copy when it's like building.
Is that in Maplewood?
2245, I don't think so.
Well, we're gonna run down there first, as long as we're here, because what's the status of this other call here? It's pending.
The last was that,
I think the 2245 Hudson is
Clear one.
at
21.
Sunray Shopping Center, right?
I believe so.
I don't know.
Affirmative.
Tough call.
2230.
This is an active fight where the Rainey is more of a yelling, correct?
Someone was hit,
Bravo 616.
Someone was what?
was struck, assaulted.
Copy. Have a good
Is
night.
that the Rainey one?
Yes.
We better go with that. What do we got for numbers?
288.
1600.
Wait.
What? 16 what?
13.
If it's okay with 200, there's only 1 caller, nothing found. Advise of comments.
See how things just change in a heartbeat.
Copy, thank you. 281, I have the same.
Oh, we got somebody outside here,
Where are they?
right there.
And dispatch copies both. I will clear at 2233.
What's going on anyhow? Did you call, sir?
Will do.
Come here a little come a little closer. Which house are we talking? What's going on there? No.
270.
What?
I'll be writing on some previous issues.
Who are you talking to on the phone,
Copy.
though, sir?
288.
No, let me talk to the 911 operator.
288. Flooded back 546 Wright Street, Minnesota Environmental Park. On a audible alarm covering middle shock sensor, bird alarm, and there was a Steve key holder route with a 10-minute ETA. That was about 15 minutes ago now. Red UW Golf.
Nobody on the phone.
287, I copy that as well.
She hit me twice. I'm out with the discharge on her. But
Is there anybody in the house right now besides her?
I don't want to. Yeah, my dad, and my mom. My dad's.
She's looking careful, of course, the ticket.
She's met me in challenge. Every time the cops get called on her, and she's been
Is
violent.
that 261?
Bitten us and everything.
Yeah.
The cops don't want to arrest her.
221.
Challenge. I think at least for the night she should just get
Copy, thank you. 288 and
What
287.
relationship is she to you?
288, copy, thank you.
Just what am I? Just for
387 cop.
One of the suspects is going to be incarcerated for white male, 30 years old, in field wearing a black shirt. Suspect number 2, John, black male, 40, 118, wearing a red
We'll go in there. What is your,
in the
who
lobby
owns
of
the house, your dad?
Gordon, yes.
Okay,
Oh,
369 copy.
we'll go in the house. We're gonna park, okay? Yeah, we'll have masks on. No, we rather have masks on anyhow.
Stay to a cover. 2239.
All right, well, you heard it. We got a little
71, I'll replace it.
domestic here on Rainy. One of the people living here thinks she needs to go to jail for the night. It doesn't work that way where we just take people to jail for the sake of taking them there, but sounds like the situation could be deteriorating, so I'm gonna try to do something constructive. All right, sorry we got to leave you alone for a few minutes again, but
111.
we will
Yeah,
be
what's
back.
the go to 4 for me?
We will be back.
376.
376.
Can you call console 3 when you get a chance, please?
Copy.
2236.
Strike 1.
Strike 1.
I need a car to 1596 Ivy for a transport down to HQ.
I was going to say strike 1 at 1596 Ivy on a transport to HQ.
Code 4 on Berkeley, 7.
364. I can head up there.
364, copy.
$2,400, I'll be out at that 1613 Rainy call.
Received.
They're in the area.
Copy, 2238.
Anyone, 71 squads, clear false.
2239. Copy, 2239.
2,500, or is there still a coast pair working tonight?
Second Child 3-4 Coast. 453, can you use this 2400 at 1613 Rainy Avenue?
Copy.
Thank you, 2239. Need a squad to start searching a copy of another shots fired in the area of Nebraska and Rice. The 5 to 6 minute time delay where they heard 2. Nothing else seen or heard.
Copies.
Thank you.
287, I'll head that way.
Squad to back 287.
With 288.
288 at 2240.
281, cancel. 287.
287, you're clear.
Copy. Thanks, Dave. LBWC.
2241.
Go. 2163.
5 Master Place in North Oak for residential.
Yep.
All right, so my credentials will be clear. That's all. Little journalistic conversation so that I can keep trained. Because I don't.
To the live stream again tomorrow night. If you can't come out, we'll be here again tomorrow night. And again, sorry I couldn't see any comments. If you did comment, it just wasn't showing me. So I apologize for that. But thank you for tuning in tonight. Oh, and
Police officer here inside. I've interviewed Peter Diaz from North Pole. I'm laughing because it's like even the 3%ers are kind of like, yo, Peter, you're too crazy for this. Literally, go look at America's Twitter and not making it up. Like, just, dude, please, just stay away. Look, if I talk to somebody in this special brand of crazy, I don't care if it's political left, right, alien green from Mars.
One 168.
168.
Can I have my case number and call time, please?
Affirmative. That case number is 184039 and the time is 2202.
Copy, thank you.
You're welcome, 2243. 360, I copy that. Proper code to cancel. Copy and 2163 may be clear as well.
Received.
Information is last channels.
369.
369.
Code 4 for medics. Looks like about a 30-ish-year-old white male. Slight bleeding to the head.
Copy. Have contact with an RO in the township. See if this motorcycle is an unreported stolen at 2243. Three one five.
We will be following the tow truck to the impound lot.
2244. doing?
By chance, are you able to get another number for the key holder that's in route?
I'll have them start working on it.
Thank you.
20.
I usually carry it right here, sir. I'll meet you over there. You guys gonna go that way? I can't believe I don't even. Cheese Fritos with the real nacho cheese. You could only get those from the Hood ice cream trucks. You can't get those from.
Let's see, we got some people over here at the basketball court, and they just hanging out and talking. Here it is. Here's the ruination of Seattle right here. Tennis players. I've heard about this. They come in and they whack helpless, innocent little yellow balls. Beat them senselessly. See, look at that. Look at the carnage. Oh no. He's gonna hit that poor ball again. Oh. That could be a protester ball. It could be a Republican ball. We don't know. But you can hate what's happening to that ball either way. As you sit here and witness Seattle being ruined.
I'll be right back. At what press you with?
I'm Malcontent Matango. Malcontent Matango. We're independent media.
That's real. Listen, you need to express it. They kicked them guys out of here.
What's that?
They kicked them guys out of here.
I know. We saw everything that happened.
And all they did was strip the homeless, and they like whooped some people. They're gonna know some more shit over there.
Hey, so where the photo at for the press though? You know, I'm trying to speak a couple words in dedication to the Black Lives Matter. You feel me?
I feel you.
So you guys gonna be over here or?
Well,
you know, is you recording?
I'm recording, but I don't think they can hear. I'm recording right now, but I don't think they can hear you if you're standing all the way over there, though. So, because my microphone's right here.
Well, I might drop my little cousin.
Oh, here I can hold. I know. But I see if you stand back. If you stand back, then here. Let's do this.
Hey, wait.
Let's do this.
I just see my man famous.
I don't know how famous we're gonna make you on the Malcontent Matango here, but all right, let's see. All right, we got you framed up.
You got me.
We got you, and I'll just hold this out like that. I'll just hold this out like that.
So I can go anytime.
You can go.
All right, 5.
Drop some
4,
wisdom on us.
3, 2, 1. Hey, tune in live to That's the Game news station. I just like to tell you guys a couple words for consideration. Rehabilitation for you white folk and all the other people that don't support Black Lives Matter. We're all human beings at the end of the day. We're just more holier than you guys, man. And it's just fucked up because we started a whole bunch of shit that you guys just took from us. You guys took us from a whole nother continent and brought us here. And now we built this up like the ladder, like, you know, shooting ladders of the game. And it's so crazy to some niggas, but my analogy and my examples means a lot because this is the fucking truth. I just want to let you guys know. Have a nice night, and I hope you guys realize Black Lives Matter too. We're human like you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Doing it live. Hey, it's nigga news live, buddy.
I can't repeat that, obviously, but I very amused by it. There you go.
You need to actually stop and reconnect the stream for the new settings to take place. I do editor. No, that's good. Settings. Broadcast. Output from 720, we go to 480, 24 frames per second. And then the bit rates, what's important, we go down to 1500. I think I need to start here. Just refresh it, if anything. It's not gonna end the stream, it's just gonna like pause for a minute, for like 10.
So squads aren't finding anything. There's only one caller. Again, permission from 200 to clear device.
Let's sit here another minute or two, huh? Sure. The good news is that sounded like the owner of the house was willing to drive her home, huh?
Yes.
But he told us he would be fine, right?
Yes, he did.
All right. Well, God bless him.
Maybe he has dealt with her before.
He asked her if she's ever had contact with the Coast Guard. Or about the Mansfield kid. So I think sometimes they'd rather have less people there than more.
4480.
Just for the calming of the party.
Yes.
So
I've seen it can be a little bit overwhelming for some people if there are too many strangers around.
Change it to Mississippi Street and Floyd, Morgan Bland.
Copy.
Well,
Four 483, you can clear out GOA.
so I don't know. We were in there, so we didn't really hear what else was going on. Heard there was a shots fired.
266, can I get my case number again, please?
266 affirmative. Case number is 183994, and the time is 21:01.
Thank you.
You're welcome, 2253.
Southbound on White Bear at 3rd Street.
536, take 4, please.
It's kind of moving. Yeah. No, maybe not. Not too bad.
Not as bad as we
just made a quick turn, I think.
Yeah, I tell you what, there is a drawback to having everybody know where you are.
22.
You know?
Yeah.
Some Sometimes people just know that's not a good thing. Whoa. I'm gonna run in real quick. You want anything?
Nope, I'm good.
All right.
268-281.
I'm gonna turn the car around. You guys can keep an eye on the lot.
268.
Thank you.
281.
629 Wright Street, Holiday Gas Station, for a female who's yelling
You'll
at
notice
staff
that most
about
cops who've been cops for any amount of time try to back into parking spaces
possibly under the
so they can see what's going on and so they can get out quickly if they need to.
Reddish hair, white, wearing a gray shirt and jeans pants. 268.
Squad 536.
536.
We're going to be clear of our last call. Can you show us out of the office first?
All St. Paul officers, by the way, have had crisis intervention
Telephone number
training,
2, your
and the officers of the Coast Unit receive specialized and intensive training in crisis intervention.
Hold on, can you show me how to team real quick?
at 2256. 113
On an average day, your average patrol officer
4, 5 to 6 disorderly males hanging out in the backyard refusing to
successfully
not know who they are.
de-escalates multiple incidents. Not just one or two, I'm talking multiple. There's a degree of de-escalation that goes along with any call except the most basic of report
Can you
calls.
change it to a PIC clear report marks for Central Downtown Beach?
Even on traffic stops, there's a lot of de-escalation often involved.
2256.
The Coast Unit is, well, cops in general are very good
2555.
at de-escalation. The Coast Unit officers are experts at it.
364, 19.
2257.
Clear left right, and I can head toward that 911 call.
A2, clear me
Show me.
in the area.
I'm going to check and see if there's any pending calls here. 1 second.
And they're these like real big slinkies that they put out. 2 people said they were like sonic weapons, but they're not, dude. Because they're not connected. I don't think so. Because last time they had them and they weren't connected to anything. They're just like tied together with tape, where one ends to the other one starts. So, see, look, this one's tied together with handcuffs, bro. So, if they were a sonic weapon, it'd have to be attached, you know. What's the shot right here, dude? It's just a barrier that they pop up. They just keep it in a real big roll, and then they just people will get caught up in it, dude. You can't go over it. Like you can, but it kind of like collapses on itself, I think, and then you get caught up in it. The holes are too big. You know what I mean? To get through it, they'd have to like put something large and flat, like a plywood or a big board, and kind of crush it. I think it's just like to create a hassle, you know?
It's really, really quiet.
Yeah, well, I guess,
So, what I'm gonna do is continue to, and yes, they're doing exercises. They're literally doing exercises in the park. That's right. This is, are you are you clutching your pearls? Are you just like, oh my goodness gracious, what are we gonna do now? They're doing calisthenics in the end of the world. They stretch it out and doing calisthenics in the park. I'm scared. Y'all are seeing it. Camera don't lie. I guess all of it just comes down to my very snarky way that I know some people appreciate and other people hate. But in my very snarky way, you know, don't believe everything you're told. I think that's just what it boils down to. Don't believe everything that you're told. I mean, because that's it at the end of the day. Right? There's nothing going on. City's not in flames. Nothing going down. Everything is just kind of very, very chill. See, they're a little clapping after their calisthenics. Some people went around there, now they're being told they need to go drink some water after having the exercise. Terrible, isn't it? Oh, is this, no, I don't think this is any security peeps coming through here. I'm curious on what, oh, it's just like a trash dumpster. It's totally like some kind of trash dumpster, but I've never seen one that looks like this. But I can see like trash bags sticking out of it, and it's not portable, and it doesn't look like a toolbox. So I do my own cardio, so I don't need to do the workout with them. Saturday I climbed near National Park, and I did it in my full field gear. So all my camera equipment, protective equipment. I think Daygay Peak starts at 6,100 feet. I mean, that's a workout. Cardio.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to restore some of that police-community relation communication. So get to know people. Pat was exemplary at getting to know people on the street. I like to think that I wasn't bad either. It's just the best thing you can do to do good police work is take the time to get to know everybody.
Absolutely.
Here's the thing about people, even the worst criminals I've arrested were good people 85 to 90% of the time, right?
Oh yeah.
I usually say 90 to 95. In fact, most of them have personalities that cause you to want to be around them, right? I mean, because they're funny, friendly people.
Very true.
They just cannot control themselves that 5 to 10% of the time.
Right.
If they could master that.
They're harder on scene.
I mean,
in front of the building just to be in favor of
I found most of the people that are arrested, if you sat and chatted with them, you'd find they're really interesting people. You know,
very true.
Different walks of life, different circumstances.
I'm Facebook friends with people I sent to the penitentiary.
Well, that's awesome.
Some of whom thanked me for saving them from, they figured they would probably have ended up dead had they not gone to prison.
Well, that's the thing that gets lost sometimes. People forget that incarceration is a part of how to help people correct themselves, right?
Indeed.
I know it helped my own son, you know, to reevaluate which way they're going. And I would say this, that there's a rush to judgment to try to never put kids in detention.
177, I don't know if this is Austin from earlier.
We probably have gone too far overboard.
I would totally agree.
Because a lot of these kids that we're running across with guns and stuff, they need some time to reevaluate which way they're going. And if you hold a child for, sometimes they go home to their parents immediately. Other times they maybe spend 2 days in detention. But nobody wants to send kids to detention, but some of them need it. You know?
Yeah. I think it's a very dangerous recipe for disaster to let someone involved in a violent crime, particularly involving a gun, to let them immediately back out. Because we're seeing time after time that they reoffend with another violent crime, sometimes within days, occasionally within hours of being released. There needs to be a sense of there being some consequence for your actions, and there needs to be, just like the sheriff said, some time to reflect upon what you did to put you there.
111.
Well, the thing is, in the social science world of trying to help people, we often run off and try the trendy thing. Sometimes the trendy thing doesn't work.
Right.
And then you go back and say, well, where did we go wrong? And the fact is, a lot of kids that have minimal parental support, but it's not always that they don't have parental supports. And the last woman you saw on TV from one of our juvenile offenders was saying she wants the courts to take some action with her children. And the courts keep returning him home. You know, so
you can't always put it on the parents.
No, and a lot of parents want help from the courts. It's a wake-up call for the child. Well, we won't go into any more of that. I know these are we try to avoid any controversial issues, just to benefit. What's the address on York there?
I missed it.
2308.
322, are you called for?
369, report, we'll go back and up.
Copy.
Occupied, stolen, in a lot.
Occupied, stolen in a lot. Calling 10-3, 1074 York Avenue.
1074 York.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. All right, well, 1074 York.
It's right at Frank, right? Or Forest.
Yeah, it should be right at Earl, because Earl is 1060.
Oh yeah, Earl, my bad.
But we're going to go up this way, because that Earl Bridge is difficult to get to. But
I believe that's that address where that's stolen.
That's the apartment we were at.
Yeah. And isn't that where that stolen HHR was dumped to?
It was, yeah. I don't know if we're going to get there this way, though. This is the only problem. Remember, we had difficulty getting
in. Yep. We wouldn't have gone.
We had to go up to Case, right, to get over and come down.
I think so.
322, the driver bail.
322, copy, the driver fled, 2309.
Which way, though? All right, so.
Bobby, what do you look like 4 ways out? Black male, I believe he ran towards Earl and maybe north.
At us.
Get your back set off in case.
Black male ran towards Earl.
There he is. There he is.
You got anyone else in the car?
And him.
No, that's a female.
I saw somebody else down here.
Negative.
Did you?
She was just alone.
Did he say she was alone? Oh, no. Never mind.
Well, he said a black male originally,
Right.
Well, I mean, it's a few blocks down there, but I think our best bet is hanging on the corner up here, right?
Yep.
Any clothing?
Till he crosses.
I couldn't see his clothes. I just got his head. Like lighter skin complexion.
Should we go
Like a
more
little
south?
fro.
Sure.
Light skinned black male with an afro. 2210.
I'll let them take that one. Oh, jeez, what'd you do there?
That was just dropping my flashlight on the molding.
I think he's over there, right? 1074?
He
Huh?
said they ran north of Earl, though.
Yeah, we'll kind of watch these two here for you.
All right.
If you want to flush them. Did he get across Earl, do you think?
I'm not sure. There's this little wooded area behind 1074 up against the Earl Street Bridge. He must have ran in there.
Okay. See a flashlight down. You think he went south then?
Possibly.
It don't sound like he got a very good idea of where he went. Does it?
Just caught a glimpse of him.
Well, we're at Earl and Case with an eye on both Earl and Case. If he did come north, we would probably see him. But it sounds like he thinks maybe he went south. So we'll wait for a little more info before we commit. Yeah, I thought that girl was crossing the street. I thought that was him, but that was a white female.
Yeah, that made my heart race a little bit.
Well, I'm open to other ideas if you got any.
I think this is as good as any. I'll be able to see if he crosses Earl.
Precinct 9.
We were so close, yet so far.
Should have came the other way.
369er. Cancel the 10-3 for now. We lost sight of the suspect.
Canceling 10-3 at 2313.
I didn't think you'd go south because that's more open down there, you know.
You want to be on my YouTube live? Oh, hold on.
You want to speak your piece?
Is there an alley on that side too?
Yep.
Well, that's too bad. Right where that HRT showed up, though, you're 100% right. That just seems so open. I'd hate to see him flee that way. I'm more likely going north.
Yeah.
But he probably knows his way around. Is that the apartment we were at the other day?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the stolen? Oh, in the parking lot, maybe? Oh, there he is. Okay, now it makes more sense. There's a fence back there. Trying not to get hit.
SWAT 361, put me on a 322's call.
It's going to turn around, but I'm coming to the top of the crest so I don't get hit in the midst of the two-point turn.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and check that lower area.
Echo Victor Yankee 558.
Was that one that was just left?
Yeah.
That was, was that the one that was pulling in when we were
exactly.
earlier?
Exactly.
Missed it by that much.
453.
Yeah.
Change to disturbance. Clear advice for 2400.
Copy. 2370.
You think you got the Maxwell Smart reference?
I doubt it.
Remember that?
Yes.
Get smart. Missed it by that much. Oh. Well. Throw your light over there just for a minute.
Yeah.
The old college try.
That shadow just made me jump for just a second. Thought it was somebody running.
That one registered there. Okay.
Yeah. And he was upset about not being able to get in his parking space.
Just never know. Turned my air conditioner off today.
Did you?
Yeah, it was cooler outside than inside.
Yeah. Yeah, I had mine off all day too. Took my pre-patrol nap.
get a nap today.
I get my messages like about 2 to 3 seconds before you do. In my
You do?
phone. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If Streamlabs decide to work, now it's working for the sub. Thanks for the subs. It works when it wants to, man. I'm kind of glad it wasn't working during all this, because it would be too annoying of that thing popping up all the time. During regular non-large viewer streams, you know, where there's a lot of people. Well, I'm not complaining, dude. I appreciate every sub, dude. But I need to take that sound off, actually. The thing is, in Streamlabs, the Streamlab donation, and that sound is both under like an alerts box, in the same alert box. You can't. I guess I could turn off the subs notification, but.
By the way, do you want the news or you want me out of the road? People that are like, stay out of the road. So do you want to see the news or do you want me out of the road? Well, I think things are going to get funky. Hey, can one of you unzip this bag behind me and just yank my helmet out for me? Thank you.
Want me to hold this while you get it?
Yo, thank you so much, yes.
Sort of appreciate it.
There's a cop car right by the East Precinct.
Come on, snap. I'm in, thank you. All right, I'm gonna military run. So what's happened is the East Precinct has kind of turned itself into a fort. They reused a bunch of what are called ecology blocks. And there's what appears to be throwing bags of garbage over the fence. So, one second, while that fire truck's unrelated. There's a fire station about 2 blocks up the road. So what's happened is the East Precinct building, they put up these ecology blocks 3 or 4 high. Then they put up this fence even higher. I'm gonna shift my position a little bit because I'm actually just kind of by myself, which I don't like to be when these are going on. Oh, well, somebody just escalated big time, and everybody's now kind of moving back.
Who just did that?
Well, you saw it here live, and I've said many times before, you know, I report it, doesn't mean I agree with it. What I don't know at this point you know, we can't see what's going on the other side of the wall. I guess in theory I could go over there with the pole cam, but it's probably not advisable. I probably won't have a pole cam anymore.
Started a fire outside the precinct. You put people's lives at risk. It's a public safety emergency. We are ordering the crowd to disperse.
So what SPD has been doing the last 24 hours is arresting streamers regardless of credentials. There is, just so you can see, there is no, let me swing this slowly. There's nobody here, right? Like the people that are out here are actually people that just live in the neighborhood at this point. There is an individual that's trying to put the fire out. There's a woman that's literally standing next to me who lives in the neighborhood. A couple other people here that are taking pictures, and it looks like another individual is kind of coming over to kind of try to help to put the fire out. mods, when stuff like this is going on, of course, I have no opportunity. So this is what I'm going to do. Is I'm just going to move like a half a block back so we can keep reporting the story. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah. You're going to stick around here?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I saw you on the feed earlier and I looked at that.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they're just going to keep driving. Yeah, they took a long, hard look at me, but they just kept driving. Nobody took a look at me in that one.
Everyone dispersed or dipped out, or?
Yeah, yeah. It was really quick, yeah. It does look like the fire is completely out. People that are talking to me, it's a couple of people they're photographers and so that's who's out here talking to me right now. Well, here, 1 second. Well, this could be SPD. No exempt plates.
It's not about Black Lives at all. And then they run away. Yeah, cowards. The black community needs to come together and chase them off. That's what they need to do.
Well, that's what I want. I want people to come out here. Next time they come down, I just want to go home, get a job, something. Get out of here. Hey, see what happens when they get together. Mark.
You know, people may not like it, but I feel like they need to do a curfew again.
Yeah.
Do you all live in the neighborhood?
Yeah, I live just a few blocks down.
So, I mean, I'm live right now. If you don't want to talk, that's fine. But if you want to talk, I'd love to talk to you for a couple of minutes. So you don't sound like you're very happy about what just happened here.
No, I'm not.
So,
hey,
tell me about, just tell me about what you're thinking. And I heard some of it, and I'm just walking up. Camera's pointing back over at the precinct building, so.
Let me end this. I've been vocal nonstop. I chair the African American Advisory Council.
Got it.
And we don't support this. It has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. They just tear the city up, and they hijacked our movement.
Right.
And I'm sick of it. We need to get focused back on why the protest started in the first place.
How do you think we get back to that?
Run them off.
Okay, that's part.
Yeah, but you know what we're trying to do? We're trying to get the black community and whoever. We need to come out here, and when they're doing this, and tell them you need to stop. Because
So
you're not representing us.
So how do we amplify those voices?
We're trying. I don't know. We're trying. I think people are in because of COVID, and which I should have this on. And
I have two on. I've gotten so used. I've been out here for 3 months. I'm doubled up, right?
Yeah,
So I've just gotten so used to it at this point.
They're afraid, But the black community that I talk to, and it's the older generation, they're fed up.
Right.
Yep.
Let me ask you this question. We interviewed Nikki Blake on Sunday. So she's Jacob Blake's. Yeah. So we interviewed her on Sunday, and one of the things in my interview with her, she talked about how hopeful she was with the younger Gen Z, right? This young generation. And I asked her why. And one of the things that she told me was that generation has grown up in school shooter drills. And so they have grown up going to school, kind of having drilled into their head that this may be the last day of your life because someone may come in and shoot up the school and you have to be ready for this in school shooter drills, which I'm a product of Gen X, so grew up at the end of the Cold War, right, with this whole kind of, and when she said that, it really crystallized things, because Gen X really likes Gen Z. I've noticed that, right? And I think it's a common bond that we have. We kind of grew up with this fatalistic view. So the reason where I'm going with this is this. You have a generation that's grown up kind of accepting that they could get shot at any moment, right? And that's not just that's across racial lines, right? Because
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I think the black kids grow up knowing that they can get shot at any moment. But a lot of these kids have white privilege. They're not even from around here, and I don't think they think that they can get shot. I think they think they're invincible, you know. Their butts wouldn't be out here if they thought they would get shot. Now, I feel like if this were a bunch of black kids doing this,
different game.
Yeah, this would not be happening. No way. And I'm beyond pissed. I'm just. We have got to do something.
What am I seeing over there?
Is he naked?
Naked guy just jogged by.
That's what I thought.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We're here having this conversation and we just missed, I don't know, did that get in the camera? We just missed a naked dude.
I thought, no.
It looked like his butt.
Yeah, he was naked.
He was really naked.
Yeah.
There's we're here having this conversation and a naked dude just walked right past us.
He's not worried about being shot or
He's not worried about anything, apparently.
Yeah.
I guess after that, a little levity is good. Do you have a card?
You know what? I didn't bring a purse.
Okay, so let me do this for 1 second. I'm gonna malcontents. I'm going to mute the microphone.
But, you know, I'll tell you one thing. I did make this mask myself, man. Shout out to my auntie.
Look at your auntie
You know
did that.
No,
Did she help?
inspired me.
She inspired you.
I got the sewing machine and did it myself.
What? I love it. You actually have a sewing machine. I need a sew. I want to sew. I can't sew.
I got it on Nextdoor.
Really?
You know Nextdoor?
I do know Nextdoor. I do know Nextdoor. I love
I got
Nextdoor.
it for free on Nextdoor. It was someone else's grandma's.
Are you kidding me?
I brought it back to life.
That is so good. I swear, people, a lot of people don't know how to sew anymore,
Yeah, I mean.
They can't even patch up little stuff.
Yeah.
It's like they, That is fabulous. It really is. So are you going to design and do...
go make a mask, man. You know what I'm saying? Recycle
do more
clothes.
stuff.
Recycling is cool.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to show out.
Only if we vibe.
Look at this.
I was going to hop in with you. I thought we was on the selfie time. I didn't know what time you had.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at this mask, man, because I like how it's cut down.
That's the Jordans, right? That is kind of
I like how it's cut down because it, because
it gets your nose and your
right.
cheeks.
Yeah, exactly.
But what about mine?
But what about the inside?
See, now you got the old school. You got the old school. And I love the camera. Look at this.
You got Gore-Tex in that shit.
You heard me?
I really do like that, and it's reversible too.
We got them for sale. They're $10,000 each.
$10,000
Jordan
each.
hand stitched them himself.
Okay, so y'all heard that, right? $10,000 each.
Hand stitched. Angelica, she got art. One of one. There's
It is one of one, exactly. It is unique. It
Miss
is
Deadpool Forever on Instagram. She got the craziest art you've ever seen.
Miss Deadpool Forever on Instagram. Y'all hear that?
Boom, boom, Deadpool.
Y'all hear that now?
No, look it up right now. Word ever. EVA.
There you go.
Slide over to 435 Thomas.
Yes, sir. And now she gave up the knives. She's holding forks.
Well, we're going to wait to get there until she's down to spoons.
Or at least forks.
112, be advised. Suspects going between the kitchen and the backyard. Now just approaching through the forks on the ground and is approaching the tan van. Harvey Tan PT Cruiser.
A PT Cruiser. I thought she was going to get through. She got rid of the forks. I thought she was legitimately going to go.
182, I'm arriving on Thomas.
182 is going to beat us there. Stand by.
Clear right.
17723.
Since there's a delay in how soon you get there, it is possible she left in the PT Cruiser. So we'll be on the lookout for a PT Cruiser. Is that a police car? Nope. I hear one though. Which is it coming from my right?
Nope, clear.
Alright. So 435 is going to be on the corner of Arundel. And of course, it's going to be in the backyard, so we are going to take LaFawn down there. See if she's in the back. Is that the address we're going to, 435?
Yes, 435.
Alright. So she should be around here if she's in the back. Get your flashlight there.
Yep.
Big Pat. We'll go in the alley behind 435. There's a squad going in the front.
An update on 435 Thomas. The suspect's going back and forth between the alley and the yard.
We are definitely in the alley. See a PT Cruiser back there? There it is. Whoop! Oh,
hello!
Hi! Hi, buddy!
Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
Drop it. Very good, very good. All right, take your knee. Take a knee. Where's the knife?
It's behind the dumpster here.
There you go. Both knees. Both knees. All right, there we go. Keep going all the way down. All the way down. There we go.
161 in custody.
Last one. Last one, go ahead.
161 in custody.
Copy, one in custody at 2345. Someone advised I copy your route to 1392 Carlene, apartment 306. For vehicle in the parking lot, caller hasn't seen any bower. No plates on the vehicle, and all the emblems have been ripped off to show what kind of vehicle it is. It's a black sedan in the front parking lot. 2346.
Point one.
Which one?
Advise 2018. I'll head for your GOC.
932 Concordia, Urban 210 with 126. And it sounds like caller can hear banging on the wall, and somebody's saying, "I'm not afraid, I will slap you."
Well, just want you to know Pat's okay.
Point one, copy.
However, I probably did pull up a little close. We didn't see the suspect behind the garbage.
No, we didn't.
So, had she been aggressive, I think you would have lost a couple fingers, right? No, we ended up pulling up in the alley, and she was right to our right here with a large, what would you call that?
Probably a carving knife.
It's about a 10-inch knife.
Yeah,
it was not a fork. It was not a fork.
No, she gave up on the forks and went back to the knife.
Yeah, it definitely was not a fork. And actually, I mean, that was it might have been a 10-inch blade, huh?
Not a 10-inch blade.
Yeah. But she did drop it quickly under Pat's command. So that's good. It's all good. So I don't think most of these younger coppers know the infamous Pat Scott, though. I was thinking of introducing them. But anyhow, this is a good reason.
So anyway.
She might be walking down the alley, but
Right. So all of the cars are out here, and they're out here womping around, doing their thing, and so we're just gonna walk around. We're just walking around the block, and we'll walk back in. It's like an unmarked. See, oh yeah, by the way, so remember now, we're looting, and everything is on fire. Everything's on fire, by the way. So now you remember how many steps it took me just to get down here. And this is just the corner. This is 12th and Pike. So, there's the store. It's fine. It's not boarded up. The glass isn't broken. Everything is fine. But yeah, one of our lovely folks. Actually, he's a very, very nice person. But he doesn't deal with confrontation really well at all. An aggressive confrontation just really scares him. And the people in uniforms aggressively confronting him sends him up a tree. And the trees love him, apparently, because the trees took care of him. And every time he goes up a tree, and I don't know how it works, because I don't know, but every time he goes up the tree, the cops leave him alone. They mess around with him a little bit. They'll poke at him. But basically, people end up saying, you know, hey, he's fine. The cops can clearly see he's not doing anything violent. You know, he's sitting in a tree. And leave him alone, basically. You know, when the residents start coming out and saying, you know, hey, leave this person alone, the cops will generally fall back and leave him alone. So we got the memorial up here. And so what we want to look at,
skin tone, color of people's skin. What I mean is that people don't see any grayscale. There's an unhomed person that's asleep over on the backstop by the in the baseball field I walked. I'm not going to show them out of respect and to provide them some dignity. That person almost assuredly was sleeping over by the shelter house last night. That person almost assuredly was fed last night and got breakfast this morning. And that person who's now going to basically sleep out in the open with nothing because all their stuff got thrown out today. For what reason? And so, yay, right on. And then what happens? The direct action group comes down and, you know, I always operate in plausible deniability. And the reason I was like, hey, someone hand me my helmet, I could see where they were marching. And then at that point, I'm like, okay, well, it's time to helmet up. You know, things never got spicy. And, you know, it's a tit for tat. And so when does the tit for tat end? How you doing? Doing well. Right? When does the tit for tat end? When does it stop? Because if somebody doesn't blink, if sanity doesn't prevail, we're going to go to a place that nobody wants to go. And anybody who thinks they're immune to it, they're out of their minds.
I'm like their party buddy over here every single night. Nice group of people. I won't catch you. Rigo's not here yet, anyhow, is he?
He's on the way. So, no.
You'll probably know half these people. You got any food for us or what? Are we ready? Don't worry about it. We're not worried about it. We just came by to say hi. Okay? We just came by to say hi. How's it going? God is good. Have a good night. Now you want us to get out of here. See you later.
Remember, love the police.
All the time. You're right. You're right. I'm in church. I haven't been to church for a while because of COVID.
That ain't good. What are you talking about? That's great.
That is good. Hey.
I got him.
Hey, have you heard that song? How's that go? God is good. Beer is great. What's the next line?
Oh.
God is good. Beer is great.
And people are crazy. People are crazy, yeah. How's it going? God is good. Beer is great. People is crazy. That's
It doesn't rhyme, though.
That's a song, though.
Not fair. What's going on?
It's a country western. It's a country western.
I'm too young.
We just came by to say hi, see what's going on.
I know. I say, oh, that's my mind there.
We're playing pool or playing dice? I'm not good at either one.
Well, you better get up in there and learn it.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Too old to not
You're
know
fine.
that.
You're fine. Do not move that car. You're all good.
You're too
Do
old
not
to
move
know
it.
none of that.
I got plenty of room. I could get a semi through here.
Love you.
All right.
All right.
All right. God bless.
Yeah,
See ya.
y'all have a good.
You too.
Darren, Dakota Squad. I have a suspicious call pending at 1220 Rice Street for a group of 4 males, 2 white males, 2 black males. Bring a vehicle into a white enclosed trailer. Callers found the news in Minneapolis to be on the lookout for people doing this. Looking on the trailers. Dakota 2355.
214, you saw me.
Squad back to 1-4.
You know what that means?
No, I got a feeling.
This 261 at 2355. And for both squads, is what's going to be the parking lot there of Tin Cup.
Yeah, they always got a big party one in their garage.
That must be Riots.
212.
212.
Main RTLAC with 1 adult male.
Copy at 2356.
Is it the same redhead from the... No. Precinct pen?
We're going to be out for a minute here, just saying hello to Sergeant Rigoberto Aguirre of the Western District real quickly.
Is the smoking lounge over here or what? That's the pump? That's very smart of you. Not, are you filling up on gas or what?
I need a squad to start to Smith and George. It's marked as a DOC. I'm not sure why, but the caller is advised by another sibling that their brother is possibly overdosing there. A Raymond Tatch, 35-year-old white male. Possibly in a red Toyota Camry. Caller's going to be going in a white Tahoe with an ETA at 10 minutes when we're transferring to medics. Squad 656 on the 214. 656, I copy. Squad with that.
Go ahead and queue them up. You know, this right here is the Black Lives Matter mural that was painted during CHOP. And this was painted during CHOP, and the city went ahead and has protected it, and I know that it's been had a protective coating put over, and there was some controversy when that was done. It's really complicated, because there are a bunch of things that have combined together in this aggregate. And you have Black Lives Matter. You have a nation that is slipping into sectarian violence. I mean, we've kind of have had a couple of little things of sectarian violence. And if you... We're in this weird amalgamation right now of 1919 and 1932 Germany without the hyperinflation in the case of 1932, where Germany just had unbelievable hyperinflation. Right, and we're like in this weird combination of these two things. And I'm not going to do a history lesson because I'm tired of like repeating myself over it. But you can kind of look up on what was going on in 1919. And go look up what was going on in 1932 for yourself, if you care. And then we have this issue of racial injustice. Put up a story today. 2 white people, 72 and 77, unload their guns on 3 black men who are literally returning a U-Haul truck. They're at the U-Haul, they're returning the U-Haul truck, and they're returning the U-Haul, and these 2 vigilantes decide, well, you know, they're gonna bang bang, they're going to shoot them up. Now, nobody was shot, and the two vigilantes are now, are now in jail. Oh, well, this could be interesting. I guess what I'll do is I'm going to move to the edge here. Well, they're not interested in me, or the stop sign that was there either. Hey, you know, I would say they're clearly looking for someone, and it's not me. So, again, I didn't do anything wrong. I held the camera. But based on, again, the way the streamers have been treated in the last, particularly 96 hours, I would say, the last 4 or 5 days, I think there's a healthy degree of, hey, what's going on? All right, so I'm going to bring the camera down. I'm feeling my other phone just is, my other phone is like a sex toy in my pocket. It is just vibrating endlessly. So, you know, I'm sure people want the video and stuff. Let's see. Let me see some of your comments and questions here. And the other thing is, you may have...
Here we go. So we're gonna follow them. Where are they going? Or is this just a parade? I'm not sure. Okay, so we have these guys over here too. So bear with. And I'm probably going to stop and get my press jacket on. Yeah. It's a parade, guys. It's a parade. So bear with. Ugh, hold on. I really wasn't wanting anything to happen tonight. But it looks like it's going to. Where is my damn jacket at? Son of a bitch. Where is my damn jacket at? Shit. I can't find my jacket. Great. Well, that's awesome. Actually, hold that thought.
There are, I would estimate about 10 cruisers at multiple locations in the park. I don't want to be running this way and that way because they're moving. The police cruisers there in the distance are moving. So I could run that and it would be pointless. I think what I'll do is move across the ball field. Yeah, here comes another cruiser. We're gonna go this way. Local affiliates are here. So they're circling the park.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
So right now what you got is maybe 10 police cruisers that are running laps around Cal Anderson Park and running their sirens. Why they're running their sirens, I don't know. They'll come back up this way because they're essentially driving laps. You can probably actually see them coming a little bit. You have an advantage. You can see them before I can because the camera's up on a pole. And so I'm seeing at eye level and the camera's seeing about twice my height up. Yeah, you can just barely see the lights that are up there. Lady in this car, I would just drive. Is that naked dude again? No, there's like, I think it is. I don't think it was naked dude, but we'll keep the camera going here. Hey, anybody on SVM, or they're just, you know, someone could just in the chat or whatever, or send a PM to the Tango. I just want to know somebody's got eyes on me because I'm literally out here by myself. Yeah, it was interesting. It's DJ Elrad Light. I'm sure that people are like, what about the noise when they're chatting? It is after 10 o'clock. Right. Why we doing all the sirens, I don't know.
Oh wait, there's more. a psyops or something? Is that what they call that? Yeah. Look at it. It's like the dance of the sugar plum fairies. They're going around. What are they doing? So, oh wait, there's more. Wait, you turn your lights on. Your lights are up. Thank you. He was driving with his damn lights off. What kind of shit is that? A Seattle police officer driving around with their lights off. I mean, that's like illegal or something, isn't it? You know, driving at night with your lights off. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why this is happening. There's no rhyme. There's no reason. But bearing in mind that they're doing this, okay, driving around. Look at this. So we got some people here filming a video. Isn't that nice? Yeah, people filming a video. I think that's awesome. I think that's cool. So yeah, all right. So they're circling. They're still circling. They're still, see them? That's them over there on the other side. They're still circling around. And they're using like their best noisemakers. They're using their best noisemakers, making.
Again, just kind of watching body language and also just like feeling the mood and the shift in energy that happened. The group left, and then here you go, the auto club's here big time. That group left. I stayed because at this point the bigger story was the fire at the East Precinct building. And the reason I'm pausing is every now and then as these police cruisers are going by, you're not seeing it. I'm getting a spotlight right in my, like right now, getting a spotlight right in my face. You're not seeing it because the pole is up much higher. And I literally have a spotlight right now right in my face. That's why I'm pausing. And they're holding the spotlight on my face. Well, there you go. Malcontent Tango. Like, I didn't know that SPD didn't watch our stream in the first place. You know, we know SPD watches the streams. That's pretty hysterical. So there you go. I got a shout out from the Seattle Police Department. Where was I going with this? Somebody threw an incendiary device. Stayed up there because that's where the fire was. There were multiple announcements. Anybody in that area would be arrested if you didn't disperse. Moved about a half a block back. We had a side conversation with a couple people in the neighborhood. People in the neighborhood that did not agree with the direct action that happened, so they were tired of it, including a black woman, Vicky, who is one of the leaders and one of the, you're gonna have to forgive me. It's been a little busy tonight and I have forgotten the name of one of those, of that individual. Name of the organization, not Vicky's name, but the name of the organization's with. We went back. The people that did the direct action have essentially dissolved. They are gone. And SPD is now running laps around, the park. So there you go. That's kind of what's going on. I'm not surprised that I kind of got, you know, it wasn't like an antagonistic shot out. There was an incident up at the East Precinct building a little while ago that somebody's driving by asking what's going on.
It's me, Vicky.
Oh, no. I don't know what they're, Vicky, I'm sorry, because they've been shining spotlight, like I just see spots right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. I mean, this is like, I don't get it.
Because they're not around the crowd.
I know that. And
shit you've ever seen in your entire life. What the fuck? Okay, so now they turned around. Okay, so the other guy is going back around the other way now. What? I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen the cops do some crazy ass shit before. Usually it's negative. but this is akin to a party. They're having a party. They're disturbing the peace, waking up children on a school night, a Tuesday at 10 o'clock. And it's like, what the actual, you know? I don't know why they're doing this. I have no idea. They're not jumping out of their vehicles. They're not tackling anybody. But what they are doing is using all of their noise. Oh, those guys. That's those guys. That's those guys. That's those guys. That's the fucking guys, the little private security jokers who came in, okay? Came in, actually it was here, it was right here at this area, okay? Came driving up right here at the, at this thing, drove on to the sidewalk, okay? Drove onto the sidewalk, oh, a little, accident there. Yeah, that's been like that.
That's been this for like months.
Yeah, that's been there. Yeah. But yeah, so they came up, drove up on here, and started harassing like a couple of girls who were here, and they weren't doing anything. They were literally standing, like minding their own business. And so they drive up onto the sidewalk and they start making weird gestures and mocking one of the girls and like chesting her. They actually chested her, you know, like brothers. And these guys then at this point in time, SPD basically joins them. And you know, the protesters that were here that night, they came over and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing? You know, why are you harassing these people dressed in you know, regular human being clothes? They were dressed in like light clothes and stuff. They weren't part of the protest group. They weren't they weren't doing anything. They were just standing and looking. So then the police were protecting them, and they, you know, decided that they got all their testosterone or whatever, I don't know, like out of their system, and they packed up in their little iconic global vehicle and left. And we're leaving. They were actually going up this street, and somebody was flashing a light, like they were in the intersection. They were like flashing a light at the iconic global truck, and they, you know, continued backing up. But the cops decided they wanted to attack the protesters, so they used that as the excuse. And this was the point in time when a cop jumped out and tried to grab one of the protesters. Tried to grab one of the protesters. They missed. He stepped back, hyperflexed his knee, was also grabbing for another one at the same time, hyperflexed his knee, and hit the deck. The girl actually appeared to be getting up to render him aid. And, you know, because he had clutched his knee. Now, he could have gotten an Academy Award for that performance. Clutched his knee and was...
For the tit, for the tat, and it's escalating and escalating and escalating. And someone's got to blink. Because we're starting to shoot at each other. And you know who's laughing? You know who's laughing and winning at all of this by the fact that we're shooting at this? Russia, China, you know, the top.
Is the Charlie Juliet uniform 569. And it's black.
Toyota Highlander.
Yep.
I got one sitting in my garage. Good car, very reliable.
Toyotas and Hondas.
You want to buy one? Go out to Maplewood Toyota. See my friendy. Oh, they're probably headed there too. You remember Jim Kishler?
Yeah.
He worked out here.
Yeah. Didn't he work with... never mind. Yeah, I remember Jim.
He worked with Luna before, I think. Finnegan and I came on, but...
You can send you off that frontage road. All advised.
Do you want to walk over there?
Where?
Yeah, up there.
Oh, to go see?
Yeah.
You're not scared?
No, I'm not scared.
Okay, let's go.
All right, we're gonna go walk up to the north end of the park to see if they're up there. Should we walk through or in the street?
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, there's probably more places we can run through in the park.
What if we went into them?
Yeah, what if this idea backfires and we walk straight into it? I guess there's nothing to really no identifying sound.
I'd be like, hey, I didn't do anything.
Hands up.
Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot.
My heart's beating a little bit. Look at this beautiful community garden where people come to be together to feed and nourish each other. That's what they're trying to get rid of, is that space. What the fuck? That just, where did that fall from? Let's go this way, right? Yeah. So we're just walking to the north end of the park because that's where we saw all the like 30 to 45 cop cars go. Honestly, probably more. Well, what was the point of that though? Like that's just so weird.
You know, that basically that a cop was injured, you know, and people were arrested and blah 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 blah. And basically the story was essentially couched to look, without directly admitting that the protesters, you know, physically harmed him or anything like that. They never said anything like that. But the way that the story was written, it was along the lines of, you know, he was injured because of protesters, and the protesters injured him. Style of writing, you know. And that's not the case. That is not what happened. I was there. I saw it. It is in my clips. The dude was like, and there's actually better footage. Somebody caught it from a different angle, and you can clearly see he was completely alone. He had nobody around him. He grabbed somebody and he fell back. I mean, you can see it is plain as day. There's no else, nothing with that. So we're still looking. We're just looking around right now. I still haven't seen a closed sign. You know, they've been, you know, all this time. This park is closed. This park is closed. There's not a damn sign anywhere. I mean, I get it. You know, sure, people might tear down signs, but you know, you would think. So there goes. Oh, I need to move that down. There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's better. You know, you could. I mean, hell, you saw the Great Wall of East Precinct. You know what I mean? It's they surely they have some type of engineering skills, right? I mean, but see here, they're not, you know, walking around and telling civilians who are out, you know, walking their puppies and stuff like that, you know, hey, the park is closed. Nobody's being escorted out. Nobody's leaving. They're claiming that the park is closed, but nobody is making any active declaration, short of when they sweep the park. And they kind of mention it in passing. Now, I'm all about, you know, following, you know, the guidelines, the rules, the laws, you know. And if the law says, you know, hey, the park is closed, then the park should be closed. But don't lie about it. I mean, this is the authority that that people are fighting against, and this is one of those reasons why. Because they're lying. They're lying about things. Why are they lying? I mean, what does it benefit them to lie? And it's not like it's a subtle lie. It's not like it's a omission, you know, where things don't get revealed until way later down the road. It's nothing like that. It's like flat out blatant, easily, you know, rebutted and debunked, like in moments type thing. So, you know, the lies are clumsy and foolish, and it makes no sense. And, you know, in regards to what I choose to follow and what somebody else chooses to follow are two totally different animals. It's not my place to say, you know, what another person does. I can call it stupid, I guess, you know. Like, you know.
Well,
111.
no signs of that vehicle in the area. Syndicate or target laws at exit C. Will be 10-8.
Copy, 30 minutes.
you a funny story. As long as we're coming by Oxford Pool, it's just kind of a lesson. So when I was the juvenile unit commander of the police department before I left, we started this swimming program. What was happening is a lot of Hmong children were drowning. And so we wanted to teach them how to swim. And you know, Hmong kids, they love fishing.
Oh yeah.
So we hooked up with St. Paul Parks and Rec that ran Oxford Pool and the school, and we got a grant donated to have buses pick up kids from all the housing projects to bring them up to take them swimming. And we invited the parents to come with too.
Cool.
And so let me back up. One of the problems with immigrant families is the kids speak English and the parents don't.
Right.
And
See that a lot.
The parents end up asking the kids to translate for them. So there's a role inversion in terms of who is the parent at some times and who's the child. So the parent has to rely on the kid for information.
Sure.
And so we're always looking for ways to get that role back to where it was, where the kid has to rely on the parent.
Okay.
And you don't think about it in terms of swimming, but it was the craziest thing, because all these younger Hmong kids would come into this pool, and the pool was at least 3 feet deep. It goes from 3 to 6 or 8, whatever.
Sure.
And so they had to cling to their parents in order to keep their head above the water. It was the greatest thing to watch the kids rely on their parents.
I need a central spot to start with the sergeant a copy on a shots fired. James and Milton. Caller heard 10 minutes ago. A silver Mercedes sped away, just found in an alley between James and Randolph. Caller did find one using at the intersection.
Oh, it was nice of the caller to go out. And we can slide down there, huh?
Yeah.
What did you say? it was a Mercedes?
Yes. And we ran into a silver Mercedes twice last week.
Yeah. So, did you say James and Milton?
Yes.
So we'll slide down Victoria down there.
Perfect.
Trying to get there. But anyhow, for me, it was great because the parents loved it, because they weren't just watching their kid, they were actually doing something with their kid in the pool. But it's the same thing in every immigrant population, is that the parents get disempowered.
Right.
You know, I always tell the story that I worked with the Hmong community in McDonough a lot, and
I need a central squad to start searching a copy on an assault, stabbing, Bryce Charles, suspect still on scene, medics are going, uncooperative caller.
What do you want to do?
Well, this one, the car is gone.
210. The DOC advised comments.
And we could just as likely run into the car on the way to Rice and Charles as anywhere else, I would think.
Okay.
200 copies in row.
Well, back to Rice and Charles.
Hey, if you can clear this advice to 656 and I'll head to assault as well. Am I clearing the whole call?
Anyhow, one more story about the role inversion. So a lot of these immigrant families, they come and when they stay in public housing, they rely upon
261 disregard.
They rely
210, the suspect is a 57-year-old black female. Her name's Tammy, 5'5", medium build, wearing a bird t-shirt with white pants, and she still has the knife.
Oh. She hasn't swapped
Clear
it
right.
out. She hasn't swapped it out for a pork yet. Anyhow, back to this. So I'd spend time in the housing projects, and one of the stories I always tell is that whenever if a door broke or something went wrong in the housing projects,
right?
Rather than when you were little, who would fix it?
Dad.
Your dad. You go out to the garage or basement, you'd get a toolbox, he'd come in and fix it, and he'd probably let you screw some of the screws in, right?
Sure, teach you a life lesson.
Teach you how to use a screwdriver and stuff. Well, the problem in the housing projects is the residents wouldn't fix it, and so they would call. They would use the phone to call public housing. And public housing would send a guy out to fix it, which is all well and good and fine. But what would happen is the father wouldn't speak any English, so he would recede and sit back further in the room, and the little boys would watch the public housing guy fix things rather than watching their dad fix them. You follow me?
Yes.
And so that was a
And I
cycle.
put all squads on the assault. The victim has left for the caller driving to the hospital. Make sure to advise region.
How are we doing?
Clear.
So, I guess the moral of the story is we got to find ways to empower parents of these immigrant families so the kids look
Any
up to
99
them.
squads that could head over to region.
Because it's a small little lesson. Though, when we would enjoy watching our dads fix it, try to help them fix it too.
Copy, 37 minutes.
The dynamic of the swimming story you told me, though, is fascinating to me.
It never dawned on me till I saw it, you know, the big smiles on the parents and the kids' faces of doing something jointly.
I think this was, she was wearing what, a maroon top?
I'm leaving that up to you, partner.
Well, I know it was a maroon top.
Okay.
But,
57-year-old, did she say 57-year-old female? How do they know how old she is?
maybe they know her really well. Now, if we get here and she's still holding the knife,
yes,
it's your turn to say drop the knife.
I got a bottle of mace.
Just to put all squads, I'm getting conflicting information on this stabbing. We are getting someone calling back saying someone's stabbed at the intersection, trying to see if they're still there or if they've left or not.
Nice and Charles.
This is Sherburne, but there's a lot of activity here, man. I don't know what that is about. I'm having a hard time believing we got here first. Huh?
All squads, they should be in a parking lot near Rice and Charles. They're not responding to us anymore.
Are you comfortable with that?
Hey, you guys know anything about somebody getting stabbed out here?
They are saying that the female got in the car and left, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll process that. 39 minutes.
Right there. Right there. There's somebody yelling.
Where?
Right in the middle of the street.
39 minutes.
I don't know if it's the suspect or if...
112, send by to his 44, looks like he's the only one I'm seeing right now. I'm not too far away.
It's probably the suspect.
It is the victim. 210 for your info caller said she is standing in front of the suspect who stabbed her.
Yes, where's the suspect? That girl, what? That girl there? Stay right here. Stay right here. Yes, fine. I'm gonna get this one.
She said she was waiting for the police.
What the hell happened here? According to a witness, the suspect is crossing Como here on the west side of the street if the squad wants to pull up.
She's got the knife in her hand. She's got the knife in her left hand.
She's still got her knife in the left hand. She's walking north on the west side of the street.
Who's out with 121?
2400.
2400, I copy. It'll be out at region. You copy. I'm holding the 10-2 here. 121, 2400 there with the female. Knife's in the left hand, 40 minutes.
121 on 2, you can clear the 10-2. We're 441 in custody.
Copy. 121 is code 41 in custody at 40 minutes.
Stay right there. Stay right there.
And 10-2 clear.
Yes, we will, for sure.
634.
Where'd she go?
Copy.
266, pulling up the region.
Copy. And if anybody on scene can advise me if I can cancel medics for Rice and Charles, that would be great.
No medics needed at Rice and Charles right now.
Copy. Canceling them at 41 minutes.
Who was stabbed?
The one who was stabbed? We went to the hospital.
266, you notified St. Joe's and United States.
Will do.
She went to the hospital? Right. Going to the hospital. Okay. And let me say.
One.
121.
According to a gentleman here, our staff victim is en route to the hospital. The guy we have here is our suspect.
Do we know which hospital?
I believe Regions. We're still working on that.
Copy. We're trying to contact all the other hospitals as well. 30 minutes.
266, no one showed up at Regions yet.
Copy. And 121, can you advise that the male knows what kind of car they're going to be in?
Black Mercedes.
Copy.
B&M. No.
200 though.
Okay, copy.
That one knew it. That lady knew.
And info to squads per 601, the vehicle that the victim is possibly in is a black BMW at 43 minutes. Copy at 43 minutes.
Sit down, somebody gonna hurt you. I know you don't over the hill, ass down. Oh, I still want to be about that. Don't sit your ass in the corner. Somebody slapping you up. I'm gonna put my hands on you. Or nobody else. I don't want to break Hey, no problem, officer. Hey, y'all trying tonight. So, hey, no, I'm gonna do what I can do my part. I'm not gonna leave it alone because it's not alone. She did a crime. So from here to Charles Street, that night is here.
You're yelling. All right, I know you're mad. Do me a favor. Where are you going?
To my car, back to my house.
All right, you're good to head there. We're gonna be looking around here. All right, thank you. I appreciate you staying with me.
I don't know what she went to that. She got caught with a knife.
We're just saying we've got this Spanish on the back.
In the white guy. Somebody cut you with a knife, you gotta go to the hospital.
I told her to go to the hospital.
She got stabbed, she didn't get cut.
We just got to wait there.
There's no way that the wolves are not gonna go down.
One more thing. Were you right at Charles or were you down at Sherman?
Right there, you know. Please,
Squad 501.
Go ahead.
Charles, right there.
Downtown BCOT.
Have a good night. 37 minutes.
That tears in mine. I was, hey. She didn't stab, she cut her. There's no way she can have stayed over.
Hey, what was her name?
Her name's D. Now y'all asking me to.
What's her last name?
I don't even know her last name. This is my neighborhood. I know her
name.
Right. Her name's Tammy. Deanne is her real. The other girl named Deanne. I know
That's
that.
the neighborhood. Why did she stab her?
I don't care why did she stab her. She stabbed that woman. Her people She's suffering from her own shit. So she needs to sit down and work on herself. I don't know what she's at.
She at the hospital.
Sir, Miss Officer, I'm finna go. There's no way, I know me. There's no way that I or anybody else can be stabbed and not go to the hospital. That's why we're here. So I don't know which hospital she went to. So is that my God? Okay, I heard what you said, and I can make it make some sense to me, though. That just don't make no sense. Like, what? You're saying this down. No, you gotta tell me the situation. Break it down. And name it first. Give me something. You called us. Sure. Hell yeah. You told us that Tammy stabbed somebody. Yeah. So right now we're missing a part of this. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So until we locate her, we're not free to leave. We need to figure out what happened, right? Yeah, so you want me to help. That's it. Exactly. Okay, I didn't have time, but I guess I do. I'm thirsty that day. I need to pop some. I didn't have time, but I guess I do. I appreciate it. Let's figure it out. So she needs to. I'm doing it because for the simple fact, I'm a mandated reporter. Somebody's gonna hurt that lady. I'm doing what's best for her. So sit her ass. Her homeless. She lives in a tent. She's 60 years old, and she has a mind of a 5-year-old child, and she thinks it's cute to be like that. She goes around and pray on the week and whatever she do. Sit your old ass down. You 54. Somebody, anybody, everybody will fuck you up. You're not hard to beat. You 54. I'm 24. I'm not hard to beat. I'm not what I could do in my 30s or whatever, they don't think you're too old. I'm 46. My help.
96, 97. It's Saturday is 100th. So Saturday is the 100th. So we're starting to build up a little bit of people. So maybe we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. You too. Stay safe. Yeah, so they basically deputized the whole whomever they wish, I guess. So it's just something to be aware of. We thought it was an interesting note. It definitely makes for an interesting day, especially when you're out here doing what we're doing. It was something of special note to talk about. But then there was the confusion with the meeting. The group apparently that normally schedules those sort of meetings was off for the evening. And tonight being the 97th night, you would think that it would press forward. The two events sort of coinciding was just made for sort of like a head-scratching moment, you know?
Yeah.
Just wait for the weekend. It was so late, I was wondering what was up. Yeah, we're live pretty late. More on the way. Good to hear, because there's not that many people here, really. I would say maybe 50 at the very most. At the very, very most. There is some free food, though. We might go check out the free food. It's right outside the JC, or right outside the federal building, which has been mostly fixed. I mean, most of the damage still was actually from the federal officers themselves, funny enough. Or so I've heard. There's a lot of broken glass. I don't think I'll get it on camera, but let's try it. And also to clarify, yeah, so like this is like glass they broke to stick different things out the windows.
Got that dollar store barbed wire over there.
Why they gotta waste our tape?
Hey, they're gonna come from right there too, look. Right there. Hey, they got mad. I popped that fart bomb.
You did it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I popped it. Yeah, they fucking started flashing their light at me and shit because it popped. I popped it and I popped it and threw it over the 99-cent barbed wire.
Yeah. It was tripping us nuts, bro.
Look at this guy. Look, he's putting up the 99-cent barbed wire. It's a dollar store barbed wire. Let me go get a shot of it. Hey, that's 99 cents though. You got that shit for 99 cents. And Dollar Tree barbed wire. Dollar Tree keep out. You got that shit from the dollar store. You cheapskate. I knew you can get everything at the dollar store. 99-cent shopper you are.
You guys.
That 99-cent stuff. Barbed wire was my porn name.
Tear that shit up. Stupid.
Barbed wire was my porn name. You 99-cent shopper.
Watch. Those replaced all the glass that was broken among some of those first early evenings. You can see the pillars have all been covered up. The ones down here are completely uncovered and there's no spray paint whatsoever. If we get up closer here, you can see even the fence itself. All the spray paint has been washed off. You can see over here, there's no spray paint anywhere on the ground. You can see that the fence is perfectly secure. The only damage is from where the rifles or what have you were pointed out of the windows, and thus the windows were broken so that they might do that. So what I was saying is that it's interesting how that's the only damage that remains to the building, was the damage not even done by the protesters. Funny, huh? There's not even any signs. Like, here's the most. And this is used to cover some of the welding that was done. These are metal plates that are welded on here. They've welded together the fence there. While we were in DC, it was not this substantial. Like, look at this barricade with these things holding up. It was not this substantial in DC.
No, they were definitely put up more haphazard and definitely like they were supposed to be taken down and like they
Yeah, Crow was saying that they put them up sort of haphazardly, and more meant to come down. That's like that foam that they were some people were using to kind of prevent, I guess, seeing or whatever. You can see the handrails are all covered and everything's just been remade. So there's basically no damage to the building. And if you had watched my very early streams, which almost no one was here. I mean, I was streaming on my own page. I was up there like before the gate was.
What do you want to say?
Copy at 56 minutes.
Yeah, that's exactly. All right, well, we're unable to identify a crime scene. However, she insists that this is where it occurred. We don't have a victim. We have a name, a first name. No, we don't have a victim that's turned in.
That one saw it more than I saw it.
So, I guess at this point they'll take the names of everybody involved and try to go from there. Well.
Copy it. 7 minutes.
Hold on one sec.
221.
Good.
14 Sycamore Street West, Florida domestic for the color Sun. A 31-year-old Hispanic male, Mario Diaz, swearing, yelling. They shook the collar. 22511, currently in the living room. He has been drinking.
Well, the good news is we can still get from A to B fast. So they'll identify the potential suspect and wait to see if a victim shows up anywhere. Sounds like somebody took her somewhere. We have a stolen from 644 Nebraska East. Stolen in the last 45 minutes. Blue Honda CRV. Plate is 544 UGZ.
214 traffic.
14, go ahead.
Whoops.
Smith and 7, 330 Mike X-ray.
Smith and 7, 15.
Well, I suppose we could run up to Sycamore. I want to run down to McGovern and see what that's like in case it closes with a fight. Obviously nobody's going there. It's a pleasure working with you, Pat.
Indeed. I'm enjoying every minute of this, Bob.
To the West 7th Street bar area, see what's going on down there. There's a nurse down there Pat's been looking for. She works in Hudson. Quite a boisterous witness we had there, huh?
Well, wasn't she ever?
Helpful, but I always tell my friends that are in politics, well, this woman's, the only reason I'm telling you this story is this woman's a great example of it. It's not always the facts of your argument that cause people to believe you. Usually it's the passion of your argument.
And the volume at which you voice it.
I'm not sure if anything was true she said, but she was so passionate about it, she was believable.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, the truck park doesn't even look open.
No. Well, they've been closing at 1, and so they probably put them out a little before.
All quiet on the Western Front.
Yes.
Is that a car coming or just stopped in the street? Spot up there.
I think it's just out on traffic.
Nothing here, right?
Nothing.
Tuesday night, West 7th Street, all quiet. Well, it's 1 o'clock. We got to close up soon, but we should probably go by. Oh, here we go. 915 Ray Street. 2 figures in the alley. Well,
Go ahead. This is EJ is still suspicious. It'll be unfounded, Cliff Central and 2400.
Copy at 103.
915 Front Street.
They're all freaking out. Like, why would you bring a kid out to a place like this? Like, it's safe.
There's really nothing dangerous out here tonight.
There's literally nothing dangerous.
There's no cops. There's no feds.
Is it dangerous tonight?
Yeah, that's definitely true.
How do you know that they don't live in that building right there?
Yeah, there's residential areas all over downtown.
A good portion of downtown is residential zoned. You know? Yo, you wanna go eat? We're gonna go eat. Do you wanna go eat?
Oh, yeah. I'll go with you guys.
Clear.
200, I can head back to the office.
Okay.
So I don't know the building exterior, but 380 Jackson. Oh, that's still open. So which way are we going here?
I think right.
Copy at 104.
I don't know for sure. We'll know soon. What's that one there? For some reason.
214, I can go with 267. Thank you, primary.
Copy that. 104.
Okay, we'll take care of it.
The numbers are all different.
10, you want me to cancel everyone?
Yep, we'll take care of it. We're on fire.
Somebody's yelling at us.
267, 214, you're clear.
214, time.
267, copy. Thanks.
These numbers don't follow these streets anymore.
This sign should tell us 3:30. So
Right,
we just.
so we're good.
Yep.
Two people laying in the hall. Right.
Maybe it was that house where
I
that
think it's
building
gotta
the
be
woman
right
was
here,
yelling
huh?
out of.
330, we're going to 380, right?
Yep.
All right, so this has got to be 360.
You're right.
We're on a call. Sorry. What's that there? Oh, ask
366.
Ask him if this is 380.
Did you call?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you got?
I got a male and a female in stairwell C on the 3rd floor. I was going down the stairwell, and they were laying there. He was snoring as hell. She has no clothes on.
Okay, are they conscious and breathing?
snoring at the store.
Both of them or one of them?
I just heard one of them.
All right, we'll go. You want to take us there?
Sure.
Now, how far, when the other squads come, will they be able to get in or not? How far are they from here?
Just where the elevator is.
All right, we'll go in and check it right now. I'll bring some Narcan just in case.
We'll be back with you shortly.
I know.
It was either already at the end of it or it was just a real quick stop. Hey, you forgot to use your signal light. Have a good night, sir.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's what it was.
Hopefully. It'd be nice if they would do that shit.
Oh, shit. I know right now.
West of Buffalo Wild Wings. A white adult wearing green M&M shirt, jeans, in front of the seating Western train, Western scene. Fire staging, tag 438. Is there a plumbing and check access?
Nah, that's not one.
666,
Eddie Cali Street Gear, my boy. Go to Eddie Cali Street Gear, get you a t-shirt like this.
135 David Early, 133
Dopest. Los Angeles dopest. Dope shit. You got some dope shirts.
Adam, your email is coming at 2307 hours.
The calm before the storm, the weekend. Yeah, no, I feel that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be live this weekend, which is kind of unique. We're not normally live on the weekends. How are you guys doing? Any interesting things happening? There's like nothing going on, right? It's weird.
Yeah, the last we heard, there was a spotter that was going to come here and see if it was worth it to bring the other part of the crowd here.
My name tag is on the back of my helmet. I can't hear. Can you?
Yeah. Which direction are we facing?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we're facing the right way.
I'm getting something to eat at the moment.
Also, we have media tags as well.
Alright, thanks. There was a fight, so I thought you were still over here with the group.
There was a fight over there. We need to get on comms again.
Yeah.
So we can like hear what's going on. I support Trump. He's my country's president, but I'm not trolling, says James. I mean, that's totally fine. I mean, we're fine with that. If you're not here being an asshole, you can stay here. Like, we don't care that you have disagreements with us. Honestly, we welcome it because it helps everybody grow and we can all talk about it. But if you're abusive or you're ableist, or if you're any of these ridiculous things, we're just gonna ban you. I mean, you know, we're almost at 1,000 people, and we're at 1,000 people.
Nice.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. We're just chilling. So what should we talk about tonight? What's the topic?
I mean, I feel like the go-to topic in some ways is press protection and the implications of the recent back and forth with press being protected with the restraining orders or not being protected.
You missed it. I wanted to see some action. There was a fight like way over there on the other side. Like, it's already been broken up, so there's nothing. There's so few people here that like there could be something over here, and I don't know. It's not. There's nothing really to see. Melanie says, what has the world come to? Makes me sad to see all the violence. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against protests, but when you see the people are doing at your protests and you continue, makes me sick. What? The comment feels a little bit all over the place, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that feels a little bit body, but...
That was like a, I support you, but I don't, but I do. I mean, I kind of get the gist of what you're saying. I mean, yeah. The thing you have to understand is if you support the protests and the movement, that there's a wide range of tactics that people use, and you know, we can't. It's not up to me, especially, to just be like, no, you can't do that one thing because I disagree. You know, unless there's like a danger to human life, there's not really much of a reason for me to step in. And there have been situations out here where we have stepped in, but the vast majority of the time we're here to document, you know. They never took the guy in the chair, and that's true, they did not arrest him.
Yes, because they did not have an ADA compliant police vehicle to take him in at.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Everything okay? All right. Have a good night. Can I get some of that juice?
Oh, yeah. Well,
love the police.
Did he use the F word?
He used the F word.
Do I hear a helicopter? What is that noise?
Sure.
Oops. A little too far out there. Well, it's been actually an interesting night.
Yeah, it really was.
Worked a lot longer than I thought we were gonna, but this cool air kind of keeps you awake.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I'm a night person?
I think all the bars are now closed.
Yeah. Is that a hint you want to go home there? That's call it a night. 1:13.
Gave it a good night.
We'll see everybody. A lot of people out here from Ellery's. Just sit here for a minute or what?
Yeah.
You okay with that?
Yeah, definitely.
You got this on yours too or not?
Should. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, for those of you that are on this post, you know, we're just trying to make this interesting and give you a flavor. It's not really a venue for politics. This guy's coming over to ask us, tell us he's got a problem or something. It's not a venue for politics or dissension or arguments. It's just a venue to learn about what we do.
How you doing?
We got a problem or what?
Oh, good.
I say it's put on. On the other side of the street.
I thought maybe everything else is quiet except you.
Sweet.
Yes, you're it.
Yeah, every place else is quiet.
Did they close early?
Yeah.
It must have.
Like at midnight?
Truck park must have been closed early.
Yeah, when we went by,
we went right at 1. It was empty.
Both of them, both the truck park and
I had
McGovern's.
3 of these cars pull up at like 10 to 1, but never get out of their car.
Huh.
Well.
282.
That side of the street's probably not yours, huh?
I tell you what, like I said, we go over there because like we talk about the neighbors and stuff. Like, guys, can you move along? And 9 times out of 10 we get the man, fuck you, and get out of here. You know,
I wouldn't bother trying to move them. That's not on you. If they come and they're not yours, you just end up getting in the middle of something that you can't defend, you know.
How was the weekend?
Besides that, that's a county building, right?
Yeah.
No, we had 3 shootings this afternoon, this evening, 1 murder.
Where?
Jackson and Winter, Johnson Parkway off of 7th Street, and Hazelwood, Maryland. That was a murder.
They noticed a black gun possibly in the back pocket of their pants that did not present it to the caller. He is walking southbound Striker, dressed in black, the black backpack.
Stay safe.
All right,
Thank you. Anyhow, if you're on here and you're don't use this as a political forum. Just have some fun with what we're doing, but
200, you copy the weapon.
we got to look for common ground in life. We don't want to create a format for argument and dissension.
I know he's not going to do that.
I think that stopped him from peeing mid.
Yes, it did.
That's us, buddy. See? Now the peer's gonna come over to our car. We'd rather not have you pee in public. Huh? We'd rather not have you pee in public, okay?
Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the warning.
You bet. It looks like the siren got the other ones moving too. Alright, so call it a night?
Sure.
10 minutes, 1:30, call it a night?
Sounds like a plan.
I don't know what the thing is, alcohol is such a driving force in our business, isn't it?
It really is.
I mean, look at the people that are just intoxicated. I don't know, it's just so.
Yeah, fuck that, bro.
Anyhow, we will be back a week from Friday, 9/11. For sure then, it's a possibility before then, but more likely just next Friday. If you get a chance to go back and watch some of the early ones, or cover some information that we did not cover in the more recent posts.
That's going to be the 11th, huh?
Yeah, the 11th. And
at 9/11.
9/11 and 9/11.
A somber anniversary.
Devastating day. Everybody remembers where they were.
For sure.
Close up with some music here on our way into the barn. One of my favorites, but I don't know if I can get it to play. But we're gonna really try here. Okay. Viento. That's probably my son's music there.
Exterior, and they're gonna get me stickers. And we're like, 31, please. He'd probably jump on 44 and run away with her. I mean, if she dropped her badge, yeah, probably. We could abscond to Ireland. I don't know why I said Ireland. Maybe just because I want to frolic in Ireland. That's what I really want to do. That's what I wish I was doing right this second. Is just running in a field in like Ireland, in like the hills. That would be fun. They went home. Did they change? I don't understand the question, Amy. Are those police behind me? Behind me where? No, there's not. Oh, you mean behind me in the parking garage? That is one of the places where they do park. Yes. So another legit question, only because I'm mainly dumb in this area. So Teresa, I'm not gonna block you, but I'm not gonna answer questions about my personal journey and what surgeries I've had and have not had, and what treatments I've had and have not had. That's personal medical history that I'm not gonna share. But I thank you for asking the question respectfully. But it's not a question I'm gonna answer. Like I said earlier, I'm happy to answer questions generally about the trans experience, but I'm not gonna answer personal questions pertaining to myself necessarily. Drop 44, we love you more. You always say that, Madeline, but also understand it's just a joke. It's really just a bit that I do. Don't get me wrong, she's cute, but she's also a fascist, and that's a deal breaker for me. I'm just trying to be funny. Don't make me jealous, Rosa. Oh my gosh, Don. Ask those plainclothes people what's up. Oh, these folks right here, this is jail support, guys. You guys don't need to worry about them. They're awesome. They're there to help, like, just provide, like, emotional support, some toiletries, some snacks, some water, and just take care and, like, just love on folks who've been arrested fighting the good fight and are getting out of this doors right here. And then they get to come out and see lovely folks who are there to be kind to them and provide some mutual aid. Those damned anarchists and their mutual aid. How will we make profits when they're just helping each other? Baloo will be pissed. If I run away with 44? Yeah, me and him have a funny rivalry going on about that. The cops are probably confused walking out. I mean, maybe. Maybe like, why is this like weird lady filming me? If you go on a date with 44, can we go too? Honestly, I would. It would be funny. It's funny because I could actually imagine myself like interviewing like 44 or somebody and just asking really hard questions. Like if I was ever to interview a cop, because people always get mad when you talk to cops or interview cops. But it's like, if you're asking really hard questions, then I think that should be okay, you know? Because it's not like you're amplifying their voice if you're asking super hard questions. Like, what emotions do you feel as you strike your citizens?